This is Chris. I'm stuck in the elevator. There's been a crime afoot.
Você es la raza.
Ma'am, what's your job duty? Man, this lady just locked us inside of a vault.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Friday the Roundup with Sheriff Wyatt, a moron. Help my channel continue to shrink by watching my videos, sharing my videos, commenting on my videos, now offering memberships. Turn on that notification bell. Turn on all the notifications. Take that there like button, like it, dislike it. Switch out the letters M and N on its keyboard. And also turn off its autocorrect. Today I'm doing another look at this guy. Goes by the name Kennedy Walker. I just did a video on him the other day. But like I told y'all, I just did a deep dive into his channel and went down a serious rabbit hole. This guy is one of a kind. He's a douchebag, but he is one of a kind. Now, the first video I did of this guy was him confronting the police who had somebody pulled over in front of his house because he thought they didn't have the right to pull somebody over for a traffic infraction. He thinks they need a warrant, which of course is not the case. And he also thought he had the right to tell the police to vamoose. I also mentioned that he's got a book called Treason, self-published, of course, because no real publishing company would touch that pile of steaming hog piss. Of course, its reviews are not that great. But I'm going to move on to another aspect of this guy. More of him trying to arrest people that he can't. In this video, believe it or not, he tries to arrest a sitting judge during his trial. Of course, you know, things aren't going to go his way. Don't mean to spoil that for you. But just more of those delusions. This guy's got them all. And I'll probably be putting out some more videos of this guy soon, so keep an eye out. So what do you say? Let's watch this one. And let's round us up a frauditor.
I think I saw you in the jail yesterday. They fucked my ass up in there. That freezing cold and everything. They did a number on me. For sure. Sorry, what was that? This right here is a 6-page criminal complaint, federal, concerning, first I'm doing citizen's arrest, and then I'm going to arrest people on all of those. Extortion, deprivation of rights under color of law, conspiracy against rights, treason, domestic terrorism, and conspiracy to attempt murder. And these signs are something else, aren't they? Now, I've filmed in this courtroom before, and they tried to stop me, but I threatened them with citizen's arrest. This sign over here says persons and parcels entering courtroom are subject to search. That's not true. It's a Fourth Amendment violation. No search or seizure without a warrant signed by a judge based on an injured complainant's sworn statement of damages, which just cannot occur for this. And then this one over there is saying pursuant to UTCR 3.180 and SLR 3.181. And I don't know what either of those are. They're not ORS, Oregon Revised Statute. They are some sort of court rule or something, which is not a law and doesn't apply to me. Just narrating for my video.
What videos you make?
What's that?
What videos you make? Just like exposing corruption? Or?
Yeah, citizen's arrest.
Oh yeah, dude. Just,
Yeah.
Fuck these cops, you know what I mean?
They're criminals, man.
Yeah.
This here is the 6-page.
They're the most dangerous gang in America.
Yeah, for sure. This here is a 6-page criminal, federal criminal.
Against you?
No, against whoever's taking part in this against me.
Okay.
For extortion, deprivation of rights under color of law, conspiracy against rights, treason, domestic terrorism, and conspiracy to attempt murder.
What the fuck?
Dude, they fucked me up in the jail. They did not do me a service. They like froze me and they like stuck me on the concrete for like 6-7 hours. I'm all screwed up. I have motor neuron disease, so they dang near killed me. I'm not kidding you. Yeah.
Married now? No.
Eventually they came in and found me just basically catatonic, shaking, and just...
Having like a seizure type?
I don't know. I always shake, and the more I use my muscles, I get to a point where I'm just like completely out of control.
Your nerves?
Yeah. And they put you in those concrete cells, and there's no padding, there's no place to sit.
Yeah.
You're right on the conductive surface, so you're freezing.
They just leave you there for fucking hours, and they take their sweet ass time there.
7, 8 hours later, it's like, dude, are you kidding me?
Look, I don't really know if he suffers from that motor neuron disease, but I gotta take everything this guy says with a huge grain of salt. But even if he really does have that, there's one way to ensure he don't wind up in a jail cell. Why don't you put a 1 in the chat if you know what that is?
So I'm gonna go in here and make a citizen's arrest today.
I would.
On the judge.
Fucking judge.
And it's gonna be federal, so...
That's crazy. So a RICO charge, huh?
Yeah.
Conspiracy?
Racketeering. It's essentially it's when they work together to violate U.S. law, and it's like it becomes a criminal organization. Mm-hmm. You know, if a cop commits a crime and then he's held accountable, then the state is not a criminal organization. But if he's not held accountable, everybody becomes guilty that's involved. Everyone that's on this public payroll, everyone, even the teacher at your school.
Yeah.
Like, you don't, as soon as the cops are looking in a kid's butthole, that makes everyone a pedophile.
You know, I probably should have warned you about that. But please do not underestimate the sheer crazy this man brings to the table.
All right. Please be seated. Okay, next let's take up State of Oregon versus Kennedy Walker, case number 24CR07039. Are you recording right now, Mr. Walker?
Oh, I don't answer questions pursuant to the Fifth Amendment.
How am I supposed to? You don't have to answer. I'm not asking you questions regarding the crime. I'm asking you. The Fifth Amendment of the United States Constitution offers you the right to remain silent against any criminal prosecution or any kind of investigation.
Are you providing me legal advice?
No, he's explaining things to you, much as he would a child.
There's a comment that you have to ask.
Okay.
So, are you recording right now?
Oh, I don't answer questions pursuant to the Fifth.
Well, pursuant to my wrinkly ballsack, just answer the judge's questions. The Fifth Amendment protects you during criminal questioning, not when you're in a damn court.
I will go ahead and invoke my Fourth Amendment right to be secure in my property and my First Amendment right to freedom of press, though.
Now, we're going to get through this one right now if you don't want to. Are you waiving counsel?
I am.
Okay. Did you fill out the waiver of counsel form?
You should have it, don't you? Do you not have it?
Okay. You're answering my questions right now.
I'm in charge of what I answer. I hold my own counsel, so I'll decide.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do. You have an electronic device that's beeping on your chest. You're not allowed under the rules to record during the court proceedings. I don't know if you're recording or not. You want to answer my question. We are going to reset this till tomorrow, so you need to come back tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And you shall have no devices on you of any kind that could potentially be recorded.
Okay.
And you do not hold your
Get a rope.
At this time, I'm going to go ahead and place you under a private person's arrest under ORS 133.225.
Oops, my mistake. This is not a real arrest. And did you really just try to place a sitting judge under arrest? I just got one thing to say to that. Bitch, please! Today's Fronted Around the Bitch Please is brought to you by Total Breakfast Cereal Flakes. Fellas, what do you call a cow with 3 legs? Lean beef. What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. What do you call a cow with 2 legs? Your wife. Fellas, is your wife starting to pack on those pounds, getting a little junk in the trunk? We'll bring home a breakfast that's both nutritious and gives her the vitamins to keep up the energy to not only clean the windows, the floors, the backyard, the front yard, the bathroom, and to finally get that motor into that Ford Model T that's been collecting dust in your garage. So next time you want to help your wife keep enough energy to work, but also keep off those pounds, reach for Total Cereal Bran Flakes. Total Cereal Bran Flakes. Compromise elsewhere. Did you just try to place a sitting judge under arrest during your trial? Bitch, please. Do I really need to continue? I mean, he's a judge. You're a nerd. Is there really anything more I gotta add? Now, before we continue, let's cleanse the palate once more. And let's listen to another Kennedy Walker hoedown. 2, 3, 11, R5. My name's Kennedy Walker, and I don't like my judge. He begged me not to jail him, but in that I won't budge. I told him not to cross me, that's a real danger. Hey, who's that bailiff? Why's he got that taser? Yeehaw! Stunning development.
I'm including in this federal criminal complaint extortion, deprivation of rights under color of law, conspiracy against rights, treason, domestic terrorism, and conspiracy to attempt murder under RICO. At this time, deprive me of my First Amendment right to counsel.
Are you waiving counsel?
I am.
Okay. Not at all. You're welcome to apply for an attorney or hire an attorney.
Well,
you told me you didn't want one.
I'm already placing you under arrest for treason. Treason is actually, because treason is something that enemy combatants do during wartime, you actually don't get a trial. So from this point forward, you will no longer hold the bench anywhere because traitors are not allowed in public service. At this time, I'm placing you under arrest. I would like to get a bailiff to transfer custody of Judge Hung, and then I would also like him to contact a federal agent to transfer custody.
Mr. Walker, you can tell me you're under arrest already. I'm giving you 2 options.
Pursuant to ORS 133.225, a private person may arrest another person for any crime committed in the presence of the private person, if the private person has probable cause to believe the arrested person committed the crime. I do have that. A private person making such an arrest shall, without unnecessary delay, take the arrested person before a magistrate or deliver the arrested person to a peace officer. Is there a magistrate here to deal with this?
You know what? That sounds like word for word what that statute actually says. I was surprised when I looked it up. But I think that verbiage in there is very poorly written. I don't think you can use that to arrest somebody of authority, like a judge, a police officer, a mayor. It seems like that would be only used for citizen on citizen. And secondly, I would assume even if you're just doing it to arrest a citizen, if you do it out of bad faith, I'm pretty sure there could be some legal consequences. I mean, I ain't no fancy big city lawyer, but I can see that being a problem.
Right in front of you. That's me.
No. You will never sit the bench again because you've been accused of treason, and you don't get a trial because we're at war.
I'm going to give you 2 options right now. Option number 1 is you come back tomorrow without any kind of potential recording device, and we can complete this process. Option number 2 is I can find you in contempt for inability to complete this process.
You're not a judge, and in fact, you're in my custody.
So which option would you like to go with?
At this time, I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Let me ask you this. If I let you leave now, will you come back tomorrow 1 o'clock without me?
Why can't we do it now? It's pretty obvious that I'm competent counsel for myself.
it's not a recording device, that's fine. But you're not allowed to record during the device. So again, and if you don't want to answer the question about the recording device, fine, but the board should not have any device on you tomorrow. So do you want to do this tomorrow, or do you want to...
You're no longer a judge. You've been arrested for treason. You don't get a trial. You are guilty under wartime rules already.
I need you to understand that I'm unable to complete these proceedings right now because you don't answer my questions. Or I'm giving you an opportunity to come back tomorrow. Which would you like to do?
At this time, I'm placing you under arrest under Oregon ORS 133.225. The charges include extortion, deprivation of rights under color of law, conspiracy against rights, treason, domestic terrorism, and conspiracy to attempt murder under RICO.
I'm going to give you one more chance, Mr. Bell.
I'm ordering you to take this man into custody. I'm going to transfer custody. Are you the sergeant? Are you the ranking officer here?
Yes.
I am going to transfer custody to you. I need you to contact a federal agent, and this is the federal criminal complaint outlining all of his charges.
I'm going to try to work with you as much as possible, Mr. Bell. I'm going to give you another chance to come back tomorrow.
I'm ready to proceed with the hearing today, and I'm here today, and I'm handicapped, so I'm not going to be going through a whole bunch of unnecessary and extra steps, because that's not equal protection under the law, which is my 14th Amendment requirement. I am guaranteed equal protection under the law. That means that I don't have 10 hearings. I have the same amount of hearings as what's standard. I'm here ready to talk about whatever you want. You're the one refusing. And honestly, I'm going to tack on a disrupting my business estate charge if you do that.
Given that you're willing to talk about anything I want, is that a recording device?
I don't answer questions pursuant to my Fifth Amendment right.
Talking about anything I want? Oh, yeah. I'm trying to make this, Mr. Walker. I'm holding you in 10-30 days custody.
Your Honor, who's the complainant?
There is no complaint.
Exactly. I have a Fourth Amendment right not to be seized without a warrant. I need a federal agent here to deal with this federal complaint. There is no complainant. Lawyers, you guys know, there's no complainant. That means I cannot be seized without a warrant. You cannot get a warrant unless you have an injured complainant that is going to sign a statement of damages.
Come on now, Judge Hung. He's giving you every opportunity, every reason to throw his contemptuous, bulbous ass in the clink. Just do it already.
You don't have that for the original case? So this original case is not legitimate in any way. There's no complainant. And I actually moved to suppress the warrant because it's illegal on those grounds. And I also moved to dismiss the case because there's no warrant, there's no complainant. And I have a right to face my accuser. That'll be a Sixth Amendment right. And there is no accuser. There is no crime. I've never been accused of a crime. You don't, your charging document doesn't even have a complainant listed or anything.
That's not my charge. I'm holding you. Okay, I'll give you one more chance. You want to try this again tomorrow without a recording device, or am I going to continue to hold you in contempt?
Under duress, I will go ahead. I mean, hold on a second. You're saying I'm going to jail no matter what?
No. I'll give you a chance to come back tomorrow if you come back without any devices and cooperate with me tomorrow.
And I will agree to that under duress.
Okay, so come back tomorrow. I'm not going to hold you in contempt. No devices, nothing that beeps or shines or they could possibly record. And then we're going to go over.
What about my? Do I have a Fourth Amendment right to be secure in my property? Can't I have whatever property I?
You cannot take whatever property you want wherever you want. Fourth Amendment right is to protect you from taking your property.
But isn't this a public trial?
You can't bring a gun in here. That's your property.
Well, this is public property, and I have a Second Amendment, so actually...
Do you want to come back tomorrow and cooperate with me, or do you want to go to jail? Let me know the appearance of it.
Well, if you're asking me what I want, I'd rather proceed right now, but I certainly don't want to go to jail, so I will come back tomorrow if that's the only option available.
Well, that's not the only option. You know the other one, but I think it's the better option.
Right.
So we're going to try this again tomorrow. I need you to cooperate with me. I'm not trying to throw you in jail if I don't have to. I have to get through this hearing. So we'll see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and I need you to not have any devices. And just answer my questions. I'm not charging you with anything. The state's charging you with a crime. I just need to get through it to get your case moving on, okay?
I understand, Your Honor. I appreciate your sympathy.
Okay. We'll see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock, okay?
Okay. One other thing, though. At trial, We will be bringing up the confrontation clause again.
That's
So,
absolutely fine.
okay.
But we need to get through several steps before.
Okay.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
And there he goes, the elusive Walker Squatch. Oh, Walker Squatch, what adventures are in your future? And that was just a masterclass on how to make yourself look like a raging moron. You charge into the court like a lion, placing the presiding judge under arrest. You leave like a lamb, telling the judge you're too scared to go back to jail. And I'm probably going to be doing another video on this guy soon, in addition to writing a ridiculous book that, last time I checked, is still not being taught at Harvard Law. He loves hallucinogens, like mushrooms. And of course, he's a flat earther. So keep it on this channel if you want to see more dumb from this guy. Well, I can tell by that sundial it's time to say goodnight. Little beans on the fire, little rum chata on ice. And as always, cuddle up with a clean shirt and a dirty woman. Anyway, good night. I bid you adieu.